Hi, good people. I hope you are good in this very cold weather. I'm freezing. Mind block, but I thought, this is long overdue. Also, I tried to take this video. It was taken down twice. I don't know why. I'm going about why are my videos often taken down, because my content is about science. It's about career guidance for high scholars. It's about like careers in science, but more than anything, it's about supporting those that are studying epidemiology and biostatistics, and those that are studying postgraduate anything in the healthcare sciences. So I don't think my content I don't understand if there's anyone who could be offended by my content at all, because we know that our truths can be opposite and coexist together, right? So as much as I promote or I talk to my experiences or what I feel passionate about, it doesn't make any other cause less important. It's just that I can't talk to other things. I'm going to talk about what I know, right? And allow other people to talk about what they know as well. So I'm going to buy like my videos are taken down. That I don't know why. Yeah, but are under review. There's two that are under review. Or it's routine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Today I wanted us to talk about AI use in science. As students, as researchers, we should be able, and I know that that's one area that we are never taught in, is left as a very gray area. So people don't know how much to use and what to use and how to even use, because there's just not clear guidance or explicit guidance on this, while other fields have actually went on to leverage on the technology and move along with time, since we are now in digital era and there's AI that replace repetitive work and stuff. But in the healthcare field, it's still very grayish. It's not really clear on the usage of AI. So I'm going to talk about leveraging AI in research to enhance our productivity. Again, I'm talking to postgraduate students, I'm talking to earlier career scientists, to my researchers. Let's sharpen each other on what I've learned a little and what I've read about. Others I haven't used, but I read because I'm a reader of note. So I'm just gonna share what I found works and what I learned, also it works best. A disclaimer, some of the things I'll be talking to is things that I've learned from my seniors. There's this gentleman who is so good, like I admire his excellence a lot. I forgot his name now. Cobus Heps, I remember. Cobus Heps. He's one of the senior personnel at AR. So I admire that gentleman a lot, and I've learned as far as AI, responsible AI use from him and what he actually documented somewhere. Anyway, so in research, key areas, just a second. Can you close my door, girls? My kids. So personal AI use in research, right? So you're going to recap like areas where you could use it and how you could use it and which AIs for what areas actually. So for personal productivity, right? Whatever that you're working on, while you're still drafting things, it enhances your efficiency and your writing, your write-up itself, so that you eliminate errors. There's nothing as I've been supervising for many years now. There's nothing that's offensive as receiving a draft that has grammatical errors, that still has spelling errors. Not in this time and age when we have so much AI. It's unacceptable. Students, it's so unacceptable. Researchers, is just so unacceptable. You have to proofread your work, and you have AI in place that assists you to proofread your work so that you avoid common and obvious mistakes. So there's likes of Grammarly. I'm sure everyone knows Grammarly, right? Your Grammarly is a typical one that assists you in your daily productivity. Whether you're writing like messages, you're writing emails, you're writing any text, any any write-up or documents, as long as you are working on your write-up, you make sure that you turn on your Grammarly. For research productivity now, there's likes of Elicit. I love Elicit. I love SciSpace. I love Perplexity. Those are the AIs that I personally use, right? There's remember it's bottomless. There's so many of them. I'm just gonna talk to what I've used so far to accelerate your research productivity. So this assists me to accelerate my literature review, right? And like I would run like a mini data analysis on which studies are the most important, which ones I'm going to enroll in my literature review, like part of the screening, a quick screening on what to use. For instance, if I'm trying to figure out how decentralized care models have been tested in South Africa, as part of my literature review, I'm going to go into the Elicit and I'm going to type that, and it's going to give me suggestions of refining it to as a perfect research question options. I put it down as my research question that I'm drafting. Sometimes it's going to be good enough. It can run like that. Sometimes it gives you ideas on how you can actually improve that particular research question better. And then you click enter, and then it's going to generate studies that are talking to your research questions. Then you're going to like, now it's your duty. Remember, AI doesn't replace your work. It doesn't replace your quality, right? You still need to put in an effort to do the work that you need to claim. So then I would go into these studies, the ones that I feel they're interested. I mean, they're interesting and I want to enroll. I'm going to open each one of them and read through and decide if I'm taking or not. The ones that I'm taking, I'm going to import them into EndNote, right? And remember, on your EndNote, you would have, EndNote is another good software tool. I would have a project. In this case, I would call it a decentralized care model. So, of course, that's what I'm reading on. That's what I want to write on. And then I'll have sub-themes. I'll have like introduction. I'll have how whatever sub-themes I can have. And then I'm going to import these studies that I decide to enroll in my literature review. I'm going to import them into EndNote, and I'm going to import them again. In that EndNote, I'll make sure that I actually send them to the subfolder or the sub-theme within that manuscript that I'm writing, or protocol, whatever the case may be. So you can see that from Elicit or from SciSpace, I'm able to get studies, and then I'm going to send them to my EndNote for further and thematic reading so that I can structure my write-up. I repeat, a good reader, a person who reads a lot, you can tell when you read their papers. Good readers makes great writers. So don't be scared of reading. You need to read a lot. But for you to read relevant things and you don't get exhausted, and you end up saying there's a gap where there isn't the studies that you haven't found out, AI is here to assist you. I did say I'm using, especially for my literature review, I use SciSpace a lot. I use Perplexity, and not as much with Perplexity, but Elicit is my go-to. Then EndNote to organize them themally nicely into themes, and then I know how that I'm going to start now my literature review with only relevant studies that are going to add value on my write-up. I cut myself. I was trying to cook. It's so painful. Anyway, when you go to your research methods, I saw that some people, they are quoting like Data Robot. I haven't used it. Apparently it assists a lot in terms of improving data collection, statistical modeling, or experimental design, and all of that. I haven't used any of that. I think I got to a point where I felt like I was a pro in methodology, but I again, it's not the entire methodology, right? I'm so much of a quantitative person. So especially in observational studies, in experimental studies, I'm still getting my foot on the ground. I'm still dependent so much on my superiors, the professors that are still training me. I'm not yet an expert in experimental studies, but on observational studies, methodology, come here, Jonga. I trust myself. So I haven't used any AI for methodology. I used a lot for literature review because I don't want to spend so much time. My time is almost up and I'm not done. I'm worried now. I think we'll have to quickly go to part 2. Just give me a sec.